Before we starting into today's video, here's some exciting news. Very soon, our channel's videos will be available in multiple languages, including Spanish, German, Arabic, African, Bengali, Hindi, French, Italian, and many more. If you'd like to enjoy our videos in your preferred language, make sure to subscribe to the channel and let us know in the comments which language you want to watch in. Let's get started.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Cineverse. Today, we're diving into a chilling horror tale from Thailand, a movie that blends love, tragedy, and the supernatural. The film we're exploring is Inhuman Kiss, a haunting story that will keep you on the edge of your seat. So, without further ado, let's get started. At the beginning of the movie, 4 children named Sai, Noi, Jerd, and Tet are shown at the beginning of the film. The 4 children are traveling to the woods. They stop at a house in the middle of the jungle. There is a well-known tale about the house being haunted by a restless spirit that kills anyone who visits it at night. Hearing this, Jerd makes fun of it. Then, the kids play a game of hide-and-seek. Sai and Noi hide in the same house. Sai notices a box in the house. Peeping inside it, she finds nothing. However, we notice a shadow of a head behind Sai. Many years later, the same girl, Sai, is shown again. Now grown up, Sai is sleeping in her bed at that time. Waking up, she sees the blood-stained bed and begins to clean it. Sai is a dermatologist by profession. As she heads to the hospital, she meets her beloved Jerd. Chasing her, he follows her to the hospital. Jerd expresses his love and tries to win her over. He asks Sai to come with him because there is no one in the hospital at that time. Meanwhile, a woman arrives with her wounded child. Sai treats him immediately. That woman informs Sai that her neighbor's hens have been victimized by Krasue. Her husband tells Sai and Jerd that some villagers have caught sight of the Krasue. Krasue is a ghostly spirit that emerges at night, preying on nocturnal wanderers and animals. The woman suggests they close their doors and windows to protect themselves from Krasue. As Sai and Jerd leave, Sai tells Jerd that she misses Noi. Noi was one of the kids who had visited that house with Sai that night. Sai says that she doesn't even know where he is or what he is doing now. When Sai is dining with her grandparents at night, she learns that her father is going to guard the village against Krasue tonight. Later, Sai's friend talks about Jerd and her possible marriage with him, but Sai ignores the conversation. When Sai is resting at night, she dreams of the forest house and Krasue. Waking up in the morning, she again finds the blood-stained bed, and this time, there is even more blood than before. All the windows are open, and Sai has a wounded body. Sai becomes worried, thinking about it. As she leaves the hospital, Sai asks Jerd to come with her to that forest house. While heading there, they meet their childhood friend, Noi. There is also a crowd with Noi. These people are Krasue hunters who frighten the villagers with stories of the Krasue. They say that the Krasue first victimizes hens. When the hens are gone, it moves on to cows, buffaloes, and goats. After that, it hunts human beings to quench its hunger. The chief of the Krasue hunters has brought the head of a dead Krasue with him. He informs the villagers that even the water is cursed if the Krasue spits into it. Any girl who drinks it transforms into a Krasue, while any boy who drinks it experiences unbearable body pain. This severe pain takes his life. Hearing his story, the villagers, though terrified, allow him to stay in the village. Sai takes care of all the arrangements for Noi's hospital stay, while Jerd and his friend provide Noi with necessities such as clothes. Meanwhile, Sai feels uneasy. She tells Jerd that she wants to go alone. Saying this, she walks away by herself. The next morning, she wakes up to find her bed stained with blood again, and vomits blood as well. Sai realizes that someone has eaten the buffalo, bringing its life to an end. It is obvious. Everyone suspects the Krasue. Noi then tells Sai that Jerd has joined the group of hunters. He warns Jerd, they are wicked. Don't associate with them. However, Jerd does not listen to Noi's words. Instead, he says, I joined this group to protect the villagers. Before heading out to hunt the Krasue at night, Jerd visits Sai. He advises her to lock all the doors and windows before leaving. That night, Sai begins to feel strange and experiences unbearable pain. To her horror, she transforms into the Krasue. At that moment, a shocking truth comes to light. Sai was the Krasue all along. Her dreams every night were not just dreams, but glimpses of reality. At the same time, the son of Sai's friend mysteriously disappears. Sai, now in her Krasue form, flies through the night sky. The hunters spot her and start shooting. Meanwhile, Jerd finds and brings back the missing boy. Noi, witnessing the flying Krasue, follows it. To his shock, he sees it enter Sai's room. Peeking through the window, he is left horrified. Sai is the Krasue. Fear takes hold of him. The next morning, when Sai arrives at the hospital, she is heartbroken to find Noi missing. Noi, having discovered Sai's true identity, fled in fear. Overwhelmed and needing support, Sai finds herself alone. Noi, on the other hand, collapses from fear while wandering into a shrine. He seeks guidance from a monk about the Krasue. The monk explains, "This spirit has lived among humans for a long time, but it is not inherently harmful. These beings were once humans who practiced black magic, casting spells that went wrong. As a result, women turn into Krasue, while men become flying creatures like cranes." Noi confesses, "Someone very dear to me is a Krasue." The monk advises him, "Do not make an emotional decision. Let your heart guide you." That night, Noi brings dead hens for Sai, so she doesn't have to go out hunting. When transformed into a Krasue, she feeds on the hens and stays inside. The next morning, when Sai reaches the hospital, she finds Noi waiting for her. She is overjoyed to see him. From that night on, Noi continues bringing hens for Sai, ensuring she never has to hunt outside. The villagers grow puzzled, as no Krasue sightings have been reported for over a month. Meanwhile, Jerd remains with the hunters, while Noi desperately searches for a cure. The monk tells Noi about a rare plant called the Krasue herb. Consuming it can turn a Krasue back into a normal human. One day, while Sai is treating a child at the hospital, Noi brings her juice. She takes a sip and sets it aside. The little girl, without knowing, drinks the leftover juice. To everyone's horror, that night, the child transforms into a Krasue. Seeing her unnatural transformation, the girl's parents panic and summon the Krasue hunters. The leader of the hunters uses a dead lizard to lure the child Krasue. Once she is trapped, they mercilessly kill her and remove her heart. Ted, the hunter leader, questions the child's parents. When did she turn into a Krasue? They reply, "She changed after returning from the hospital." Suspicion now falls on Sai. Ted begins to believe that Sai is the Krasue responsible for spreading the curse. Sai is devastated, realizing she is responsible for the little girl's transformation into a Krasue. The child's tragic fate haunts her, and she fears she might be the next target of the hunters. Despite the danger, Noi remains by her side. Desperate for a solution, Sai asks Noi to accompany her into the forest. Every night, Sai dreams of an old house, believing the key to her curse lies there. Unbeknownst to her, Ted has been keeping a close watch and follows them as they set out on their journey. Upon reaching the abandoned house deep in the forest, Sai discovers the Krasue herb, the plant that can break her curse. She eats it and immediately feels relief. Both she and Noi are overjoyed, believing she will finally be freed from the spell and no longer need to hunt at night. However, their happiness is short-lived. The Krasue hunters, led by Ted, along with Jerd, arrive at the scene. Seeing Noi and Sai together, Jerd is overcome with jealousy and rage. Losing control, he violently attacks Noi. Meanwhile, Sai takes the herb and flees, pursued by the hunters. Sai reaches the old house and steps inside. As she does, a wave of memories floods her mind. She recalls hiding there as a child during a game of hide and seek. It was in that very place that she was cursed by the spirit of a Krasue. In that moment, she finally understands the origins of her affliction and the dark fate that binds her to it. The hunters storm into the house, ready to end Sai's life, but the sight of them triggers her transformation. Overcome with fury, she turns into a Krasue and attacks, taking down 2 hunters. Hearing gunfire, Jerd rushes inside just as Ted takes aim at Sai. Acting on instinct, Gerd intervenes, trying to stop Ted. But Ted, blinded by rage, lashes out, fatally wounding Gerd. As Gerd collapses, unconscious and bleeding, a powerful storm erupts, shaking the house as if the Krasue's wrath has awakened nature itself. Once the storm subsides, Noi manages to carry Sai away from the scene. The next day, the villagers discover the bodies of the fallen hunters. Panic spreads as they realize that even some of their own have been killed. Fueled by fear and anger, they assume the Krasue is responsible. Ted, still injured, arrives with Gerd in critical condition and publicly declares Sai to be the Krasue behind the attacks. Enraged, the villagers decide to hunt her down. Noi, having overheard their plans, rushes to warn Sai. By now, Sai is in severe pain, searching for the remaining herbs. Noi, too, begins to feel the same pain, an ominous sign that he is also cursed. Sai's father steps in, pleading with the villagers to stop, but they refuse. They threaten to burn Sai's house and execute her. Just then, her father calls Sai outside. Having eaten the herb, Sai appears before the villagers in her human form. The crowd is stunned. She looks completely normal. Ted, caught off guard, still tries to accuse her of being a Krasue and blames her for the hunters' deaths. But Sai stands her ground, exposing the truth. She reveals that Ted and his men had kidnapped her the previous night and attempted to assault her. It was Gerd who saved her from them. Faced with this revelation, Ted has no choice but to flee. Gerd, barely alive, returns home, only to find Ted waiting for him in the shadows. In a final act of betrayal, Ted attacks and bites Gerd, cursing him. Gerd's body twists and transforms. He is no longer human. He has become a crane. It is revealed that the crane is a vengeful demon, and its wife was once a Krasue. The legend tells of a time when the Krasue fell in love with a human and tried to escape with him. But the crane, in a fit of rage, hunted them down and tore out the Krasue's heart. Ever since, the crane has sought revenge, preying on human hearts. Sai continues taking the Krasue herb every night to prevent her transformation, while Noi desperately searches for a permanent cure. But Gerd's condition worsens, and his parents watch in horror as their son succumbs to his fate. Determined to stop Sai from breaking free, Ted sets fire to the forest, destroying all the remaining Krasue herbs, the only cure for Sai and Gerd. Now, they have only 2 herbs left, and no other means of salvation. Noi is running out of time. To escape from this tragic situation, Noi urges Sai to leave for Hong Kong with him. Sai, however, moves to Gerd's house, only to be heartbroken upon seeing him in such a dire condition. Gerd then reveals the truth. "I know you are a Krasue. When you forbade me from following you that night, I suspected it, and I saw you eating the buffalo. That's why I joined the hunters, to protect you from the villagers." Gerd insists that Sai stay with him, hoping to shield her from harm. Meanwhile, Noi, having made all the arrangements for their escape, waits for Sai. Just as she is about to leave, her father arrives and takes her to where the villagers have gathered. He does this to protect both Sai and the villagers, ensuring she won't be permanently labeled as a Krasue. On the other side, Ted manipulates Gerd, planting doubts in his mind. Sai is escaping with Noi. "She's deceiving you," he says repeatedly, fueling Gerd's anger. Overcome with rage, Gerd transforms into a Krahang. Meanwhile, Sai begins to suffer immense pain. She no longer has the herb to suppress her transformation. Suddenly, right before everyone's eyes, she turns into a Krasue. Terrified, the villagers panic and begin attacking her. In their desperation, they decide to burn her body to rid themselves of the Krasue for good. Sai's father desperately tries to stop them, but the chaos only escalates. At the same time, Ted and Gerd, both now in their supernatural forms, arrive. Gerd manages to catch the Krasue, but Noi reminds him of Sai's true self, hoping to prevent him from harming her. However, Ted sees this as the perfect opportunity to strike and lunges at Sai, determined to finish her off. Jerd, realizing the truth, fights Ted to protect Sai. Meanwhile, the villagers continue to beat Sai mercilessly, leaving her severely wounded. A fierce battle unfolds between Jerd and Ted. Ultimately, Ted gains the upper hand and rips Jerd's heart out, killing him. Sai's father and Noi desperately try to keep the villagers away from her battered body. Just when it seems all hope is lost, monks arrive at the scene. As Ted prepares to deliver the final blow to Sai, the monks intervene and strike him down, ultimately killing him. One of the monks instructs Noi to take Sai's body to the riverbank. Without hesitation, Noi carries her there. But Jerd's grieving parents and some villagers follow closely behind. Upon reaching the river, Noi gently places Sai's lifeless body in a boat. Holding her, he whispers, "Everything will be all right. We'll go to Bangkok. You'll get treatment, and you'll be okay." But Sai's condition is dire. Her soul struggles to return to her broken body. Witnessing Noi's unwavering love and faith, the Krasue spirit sheds tears. Moved by his devotion, the spirit cuts the boat's anchor rope, allowing it to drift toward Bangkok. As the boat begins to float away, Noi sobs uncontrollably, knowing this is their final goodbye. Just then, Jerd's father fires a fatal bullet at Sai. Noi watches in horror as Sai takes her last breath before his eyes. He loses her forever. The film ends on a tragic note, leaving behind a heartbreaking conclusion. My dear viewers, I have a small request for you. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can see how few subscribers I have, and honestly, it's disheartening. I put my heart and soul into creating these videos, spending so much time and effort, yet I still struggle to reach people. If even one person watches till the end, I sincerely ask, please subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, at least leave a like and a comment. It would mean the world to me. Sometimes I wonder, am I not good enough? Is my content lacking in some way? If I've made any mistakes, please let me know, and I promise to improve. I don't ask for much, just a little support. Your encouragement keeps me going. Thank you for being here. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you again.